Hey LinkedIn, listening to an audiobook about CAA, and that is the creative artist agency that has signed every talent, every major actor and writer. I mean, you name it. They've kind of worked with them all, and this, the audiobook talks about building CAA as an agency, and then it talks about just movies, like how they got made, like behind the scenes, Back to the Future and Rain Man and things like that. And I was just thinking about in terms of when you're selling anything, because basically what CAA does is they sign talent. So they sign the screenwriters, and they buy scripts, and then they sign talent, they sign actors, and they essentially put them together and they package it up, and then they sell it as a movie or a TV show, and then they get the financing for it. And the relevant point is when you're selling anything, when you're making any deal, it's kind of a reminder that the thing people are romantic about is the script, like the story, the thing that they're talking about putting together Rain Man, for example, and pulling in Dustin Hoffman and pulling in Tom Cruise, but first it starts with that script, that screenplay, and they're like, wow, this is brilliant. They're trying to put it together, have the right director, but they want to sell this script. They want to sell the script, and they're excited about the script, and they get other people to read the script and get excited about it, and that's the thing that's the thing that is exciting. And then you sell that, and then here comes the money. With the right story, with the right deal, with the right whatever, the right thing, the money shows up. And I think that is relevant to selling anything, certainly even in B2B. It's like, if the deal's not come together, sometimes the nature of a deal, you can get pulled into like just talking about money, talking about contract size, talking about terms. Well, that drags the deal down. That is not exciting. Right? And so it drags the deal down into the mud of it, and can sort of slow things down and bring it to a halt or kill it. The thing that is exciting is the script, the item, the thing. So when you look at the customer, you think, well, what is the story? What is the thing that they want? What is the thing that they're trying to do? And if you get in communication with them, you find out that they're trying to accomplish alignment or morale, or they have this issue with sales, or it could be with sales process, or whatever it is. It's like there's something going on that it's a problem or an opportunity that they're excited about, and you kind of have to package that up to make that connect up with your product or service and their goals and mission and motivation, and then you kind of put those together, and those become exciting. And that's when the money comes together on something. The money is kind of a byproduct. And I took a private equity course about 2 years ago with Columbia, and that was kind of one of the sentiments, was that you can get ahead of yourself worrying about the money. You're like, oh, how do you get the money to do a deal, to buy a company? But it was actually, if you find the right deal, the right deal, the money will show up. It's easy to find the money. The main thing was finding the right deal. And I think that that's true in sales. When you're selling something, certainly in B2B anyway, it's putting together the right deal, putting together the right story, the right script, the right package. And that's where the money comes. Not, you can get into the weeds on negotiating dollar figures and money and budget and blah, blah, blah. And it just drags the general sort of emotion or tone of the deal down. And now you're in the weeds on that, and then it comes to a halt, or people delay, or they procrastinate, or whatever. It's not sexy. People don't like it. And the deal kind of gets derailed. So, you want to keep it about the story, or about the script, about the movie you're making, or whatever it is that you're putting together. Obviously, anything that you're selling, these are all parallel ideas. But anything that you're selling, it's like keep the excitement around that thing, and keep everybody's attention on that thing, because that is the thing that everybody wants. If you're trying to sell something that solves it, and they want it, that it's something they're trying to do, you got to keep the attention on that, and sort of hop step those different things to then bring the finance in and make it come together. But if you go the other way, it's just going to come grind to a halt, or it'll take a long time, or the deal will shrink, or something will happen. So just a good lesson in that, and just it was kind of a reminder listening to that book. A cool book, by the way. It's called CAA. I think it's called Powerhouse.